mood swings, can't sleep well at night, fighting back and forth with your spouse and significant other, having a hard time losing weight, having a hard time understanding the people in front of you, have a hard time focusing at work, there's a chance, you may not want to hear this, that there's a parasite living inside your body. And you're just like, what is actually going on? And now you're on different types of medications. There's a high chance that you have a parasite living in your body due to the fact that parasites are everywhere and they know how to mitigate and live within a human body. And has been lifetimes that we've known this is going on, but we don't know and we don't think to, maybe I have a parasite inside of me. It is very common. Even food that you eat, if you eat a meat that's not properly cooked all the way, there's a high chance there's a parasite in that meat. The main thing that I'm telling you is that when you have a parasite living in your body, it's very hard to see and tell at times because it disguises as your proper functioning of your body. And so you just think it's just some type of one-off. But it's very hard to find and eliminate a parasite because they are intelligent. So when they are in the human body, they don't just poof, go away whenever you take a parasite cleanse. Because what they do is there's macrophages in the body that go and they eliminate parasites. They eat parasites and destroy them and secrete them out through the body. Now these parasites' intelligence have now formed that they create this mucus shield around them as they travel through the body, this mucus layer that is made through your DNA. So now the killing agents and cells of the body can no longer identify that there's a parasite in your body because of this mucus shield that they have created. So now they are going through the body, traveling back and forth, being able to now duplicate and lay eggs and make a parasite nest, right? Which is the most fearful thing. They are now invading your whole body and your nervous system, and they are craving certain things. So if you want to maybe find out a little bit more of, okay, is there a chance that I have parasites? You can go to, and just Google, you can find people who do parasite tests. Make sure that you vet it and then you find proper information. I have a couple that I can, leave in the link if you're interested in having a test, or you can go to a functional nutritionist. They can be able to dictate, the levels of mold and different things inside the body, which can also correlate to if there's any parasites in the body. When they're inside your body, you have to dictate what is keeping them alive. Most things that are keeping parasites alive and thriving are meats, sugars, and oils to create their mucus. So if you're finding a lot of that in your body and you're eating a lot of that, then you're most likely feeding these parasites. What I recommend and what is fasting, depriving your body from this need for food all the time. So what happens is after your first day of fasting is usually the most difficult. Then the second one gets a little bit easier. And then the third one is after the third day of not eating any food and just drinking water is my best advice for that. You will start to understand how much easier it is to go without food. But then also there's certain things that you'll be craving at the times whenever you're not eating food. Like if you just randomly start craving sugar or you start craving some type of steak or something like that, that's the parasites being deprived. This is things that give people the ick. When I say, oh, there's a possibility you have a parasite inside, they're like, oh, no, I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me that. Oh, no. And I get that. It is kind of like a weird and gross thing, but it doesn't stop the fact that it's still in the body and we should work on getting rid of those. So when the process of fasting, you'll start getting these cravings. You have to start defeating the cravings through your mind. You cannot give in to those cravings because right now you're starving out these parasites through proper guidance of medical providers, either ivermectin or a really good detox to help pull out, activated charcoal, some clay binders, and really just pull out and eliminate and kill these parasites because they will leave. Once they stop getting fed, they will perish and they will leave your body, and you will now regain so much more energetic well-being now that there's not a parasite harvesting on all of your nutrients for its own sake. And so a lot of times when you see certain items in the store, Nerds and Skittles and this and that, those carry parasites at times. Be very, very careful on a regular basis what you're craving, because if you're craving those kind of Red 40 and different things, there's a high chance that the parasite is using that to just continue to fuel and increase its longevity. The power of fasting is a very lost art that I want to try to bring back and rearrange so people can start understanding the power that we have within ourselves once we start fasting. Because the moment you start taking the food away, starving the flesh, the spirit really begins to grow. So whenever you actually have that time to sit with yourself and you're just resting and digesting, your body's actually healing too, because now all your organs get a break from working. They always have food and liquor, and the liver's just tired of drinking and having to break down all the liquor and the sugars and the Advil, Tylenol, all the pill, all the stuff. It's overworking. You start fasting 3-4 days, the body's like, thank God, so it can finish what it's been working on. And now it's not working, it gets to rest, recharge. After 3 days of no food, your body starts producing stem cells. So these stem cells will go around and they will become whatever they need to in the body. So they start as mesenchymal cells, and they can transform into either a nerve cell, muscle cell, connective tissue cell, whatever it needs that the body is missing, right, at that time. So it'll travel around the body and it'll say, hey, the heart needs a little bit more repair, it'll turn into a heart cell and start just healing the heart. The liver start turning into some hepatic cell, start healing the liver, kidney, renal cells, et cetera, et cetera. But this only happens whenever you have that longer time of fasting. So after that, you go by 7 days of just drinking water, then you start to see how clear some of your thought processes can get. And this fasting is all recommended based off of your medical provider, right? Make sure that, if you don't stop eating, that it can cause some type of issues in your body. Make sure you do your due diligence before you just dive straight into fasting. But even if you are on some type of medication system, I do recommend at least 2 tolerance, giving it a shot. Maybe a day, 2 days. If you have low blood sugar, whatever, maybe you can see how far you can go, and then make sure that you eat at the proper time you need to eat, so you're not creating some type of issue in your body biologically. But I do believe that everybody should be practicing the art of fasting for a period of time, at least 3 days, so you can start seeing the benefits, start healing the body, and start maybe eliminating some of the viruses and parasites that are in your body that are literally attacking you every day.